Portal is supposed to be the beating heart of Battlefield creativity. Custom modes, custom rules, custom maps, custom scenarios. A toolbox where players build the Battlefield they want to play, not the Battlefield they're stuck with. But right now, Portal isn't thriving, it's limping. Let's find out why. With every passing week, more players are asking the same question. What exactly is Portal supposed to be, and why does it feel like it's being held back? This video breakdown is about why Portal is struggling, what's changed, what the bot situation actually means, and the practical steps that could pull the mode out of the ditch before the community leaves it behind. So let's do it. Portal entered Battlefield 6 with a simple mission. Let players build Battlefield. Let them experiment. Let custom modes live beside official ones. Let creativity coexist with progression. Let the community form its own second ecosystem. It was Battlefield's answer to Forge, SnapMat, Halo's custom lobbies, modding culture, mission editors, Rust servers, and the old Battlefield 3-4 rented server era. On paper, perfect. But Battlefield 6 walked Portal into a conflict from day one. Be creative and don't break progression. Those two ideas don't share the same oxygen. You can't run a full sandbox with strict XP policing. You can't empower creators without restricting half the tools. And you can't build a second ecosystem while throttling the things that make it playable. This tension, creative freedom versus progression control, sets the stage for everything happening now. And this matters because Portal was never meant to be a side mode. It was pitched as a pillar. But pillars don't stand long if the foundation keeps shifting under them. Let's break the problem down the same way the community does. 5 categories that players keep circling back to. And yes, with updated information about bots returning, these categories now look even more tangled than before. First up, you got the XP Crackdown. Well-intended, overcorrected, and still causing problems. DICE was absolutely right to crack down on XP farms. Nobody wants AFK exploit servers shortcutting the progression system. I don't care who you are. Nobody wants lobbies where half the people are rubber banded to the wall. The intention was solid, but the execution...
Oh, really? He nuked Negler? What, eh?
They didn't nerf XP farms. They nuked XP across almost the entire Portal ecosystem. XP heavily reduced. Challenges blocked or inconsistent. Attachments progress limited. And bot kills worth 10% XP in verified servers. And because stats don't record where bots are present, players instantly filter these modes out. This sent a message. Your time doesn't matter unless you're playing the way we want you to. A live ops course correction turned into a long-term, self-inflicted wound. Portal is supposed to reward experimentation. Instead, it's punishing it. Then you got verified servers, which is a good idea that's barely functional. Verified experiences, however, were supposed to be the crown jewel. Hand-curated, quality-checked, promoted, iconic. Something like, hey, this mode is official adjacent, come play. Instead, verified servers have fewer features than unverified ones, got strangled by strict XP rules, lost bot support at launch, gained bot support later but only lightly and with restricted XP,
Here they come.
don't show up consistently in the browser, and sit empty most hours of the day. This is where the it is what it is split really shows. Some players shrug. Some wonder what the point is. Most just scroll past the empty servers and move on. Verified servers were supposed to be the stable backbone of Portal, just like back in the Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 days. Instead, they feel like museum pieces. Then you got the bot removal and the bot's return. This one needs the full update. Originally, Battlefield 6 pulled bots from Portal almost across the board. The logic was simple. Bots equals AFK farm potential, which leads to remove bots and remove farms. What got removed? Bot progression, of course, bot backfill, training style servers, warm-up routines, chill low-pressure sessions, creator-designed sandbox modes that relied on AI. And now, bots are returning, but not everywhere, and with conditions that muddy the picture. Now, where bots are back, verified experiences, Conquest, Breakthrough, Rush. Up to 12 bots total, 6 per side. Bot kills give 10% XP. Stats do not track. Casual Breakthrough also uses bots heavily. 2/3 of the lobby can be AI, and players are split about this. Some appreciate a calmer mode. Some think it dilutes the Battlefield identity. Some don't care, they just play. I'm in this camp. And most don't even notice. Again, it is what it is. Where bots are not back, most unverified Portal custom servers, creator-driven experimental modes, the majority of sandbox servers. So now we have bots here, but bots not there, progression here, reduced progression there, stats nowhere, challenges maybe. This doesn't create clarity, it creates drift. And then we have Portal still doesn't know what it's for. Pull 10 Battlefield players aside and ask what Portal should be, and you'll get 10 different answers. A creative playground, a training mode, a chill space, a place for nostalgia remakes, a way to build your own mill sim, a low-stress alternative to sweaty lobbies, a home for community servers, a way to host persistent servers, a progression-friendly sandbox. The community isn't wrong, they're just diverse. And that's the entire point of Portal. But DICE has never declared what really Portal is. Instead, the mode tries to be a creative editor, a progression-safe environment, a low-stress alternative, a hardcore testing ground, a curated showcase, a nostalgia hub. And it doesn't excel in any one identity because those identities often collide. The split isn't dramatic, however, and it isn't emotional, and it's not controversial. It's just reality. Players want different things, and Portal doesn't pick a lane. For some, this is fine. For a lot, this is a bit of a sticking point. Again, it depends on who you ask. And the tuning philosophy is out of sync with the sandbox. Portal is meant to be flexible. Battlefield 6 is designed to be strict. Those philosophies don't share a roof. DICE wants fast TTK, tight maps, high lethality, strict XP control, defined progression, clear risk versus reward loops. Portal, on the other hand, wants variety, breathing room, larger creative spaces, XP-neutral experimentation, non-linear play, and systems that don't punish curiosity. So when Battlefield 6 tuning rules apply too aggressively to Portal, you get a mode that feels suffocated. Players don't leave because they dislike Portal, they leave because the game design keeps working against it. There's a difference. Now, is this any cause for concern? If there's any real concern, it's that they see what Portal could be. It's like they've watched this movie before. Battlefield Hardline's community servers slowly withered. Battlefield 1's operations campaign vanished into matchmaking hell. Battlefield 5's limited combined arms replacement was shelved. Oh, and let's not forget Battlefield 2042's Portal struggle after launch. And now, Battlefield 6 is repeating the same patterns. Players don't want Portal to be another half-finished feature. They want a long-term second ecosystem. And here's what players are saying, not with any dramatic Reddit monologues, but with practical Battlefield veteran energy. One person said Portal was the potential to outlive the main game. Another said verified experiences need more agency. Someone else said, why build anything if progression is unclear? Another said, warm up and training matters. Another, bots made Portal playable when lobbies were thin. And just give us consistency. Now, that last one matters most, because the community split over bots isn't emotional or destructive. It's simple. Some like bots, some don't. Most keep playing anyway. It is what it is. But this is also why players have the concerns I mentioned, because Portal is drifting without direction. A mode without identity eventually loses its audience. Portal doesn't need a miracle. It needs clarity, direction, and consistency. Now, here's a suggested roadmap that could work with the updated bot situation in mind. Bring back bot progression in a controlled, transparent way. Bot progression doesn't break the game. Uncapped bot progression breaks the game. Give players reduced XP, clear caps, anti-AFK triggers, stat protection, weekly tuning updates. And make it universal across both verified and unverified servers. Right now, bots are a patchwork. That's what kills the vibe. Build an official practice and warm-up playlist. Not an afterthought, a real playlist. Weekly rotations, weapon drills, target ranges, controlled bot fights, predictable XP, no ambiguity, no progression weirdness. You can even exclude it from multiple XP events like a 2x XP weekend. This removes the burden from the portal entirely. And it gives casual players a safe space to learn without getting vaporized in the first 2 minutes of Conquest. Unlock verified servers to use bots without turning them into exploit factories. DICE already reintroduced bots into verified experiences. That's good. Now take the next step. Higher bot difficulty, reduced XP, no stat tracking, no farmable loops, clear red lines. Verified servers should be the ideal place to use bots safely, not the restricted place. If you want players to use curated experiences, you need to give creators the tools to make them engaging. Fix discoverability. The browser is failing creators right now. And this is the quiet killer. Right now, filters are inconsistent. Sorting is unpredictable. Empty servers clog the list. Good modes vanish fast. Recent updates dominate over quality. Portal needs top-rated lists, most played lists, weekly spotlights, curator tags, clear categories, loadouts for training modes, a bots allowed versus not bots allowed toggle. A sandbox with no visibility dies on the vine. Publish a clear identity statement for Portal. It doesn't need to please everybody. It just needs to have a spine. Portal could be creative, casual, experimental, training-friendly, and progressive capped. But DICE has to say which pillar is primary. Because right now, the it is what it is split is the result of silence, not direction. Players don't hate Portal. They just don't know how seriously the studio treats it. Fix that communication gap, and the entire mode stabilizes literally overnight. Portal isn't dead. It's stuck. And the players pointing out the problems, they're not complainers. They're the ones still showing up. They're trying to keep a mode alive that could outlast the main game if it were given the room to breathe. Because this mode interests them greatly. So let me know in the comments. What does Portal need the most right now? Bot progression, verified server fixes, better visibility, or a clear identity statement from DICE? Before you head out, check this month's Veteran Spotlight, MSGA, Military Support Groups of America. Share it, support it, or just read about what they do. Thanks for watching, everyone. Till the next one, out.